Story 1. In the bustling streets of Tokyo, a noisy and colorful city that seems never to sleep, hides a dark secret that haunts the inhabitants in the darkest hours of the night. At the heart of this sprawling metropolis, a strange and terrifying phenomenon occurs, a series of supernatural events that defy any rational explanation. It all begins with persistent rumors of mysterious disappearances. People vanish without a trace, their loved ones searching desperately in the narrow alleys and crowded neighborhoods of the city. Authorities are perplexed, unable to find a logical explanation for these troubling events. But soon, the disappearances take a more sinister turn. Witnesses claim to have seen strange shadows wandering the streets at night, dark silhouettes that seem to blend into the darkness. Some say they have heard unsettling whispers in the dark corners, ghostly voices calling them into the unfathomable depths of the night. As terror spreads throughout the city, residents begin to avoid the streets after sunset, terrified of the unknown lurking in the darkness. Rumors spread like wildfire, fueling the fear and paranoia gripping the city. A young student named Takeshi is intrigued by the stories of disappearances and supernatural phenomena. Despite warnings from his friends and family, he decides to conduct his own investigation to uncover the truth about what lurks in the dark streets of Tokyo. As he explores the abandoned neighborhoods of the city, Takeshi witnesses strange and terrifying phenomena. Shifting shadows slink through the dark alleys, indistinct figures that seem to follow him at every step. Strange noises echo in the air, sinister whispers that send chills down his spine. Determined to unravel the mystery surrounding the disappearances, Takeshi embarks on a perilous quest through the labyrinthine streets of Tokyo. But the deeper he digs, the more he realizes that the supernatural forces haunting the city are far beyond his understanding. As he continues his research, Takeshi discovers an ancient occult ritual that has been practiced in the streets of Tokyo for centuries. According to legend, a malevolent entity known as the Kage no Yurei, or the Shadow Ghost, haunts the city's streets, stalking innocent souls to drag them into eternal darkness. Takeshi realizes with horror that the disappearances are the result of these macabre encounters with the Shadow Ghost, a terrifying creature that lurks in the darkest corners of the city. He knows he must act quickly to end the reign of terror of this evil entity before it claims more victims. Determined to save his city from the threat of the Shadow Ghost, Takeshi embarks on a desperate quest to find a way to defeat this supernatural force. But the closer he gets to the truth, the more he realizes that the darkness enveloping Tokyo is far deeper and more dangerous than he ever imagined. As night falls on the city, Takeshi finds himself face to face with the Shadow Ghost in a terrifying showdown that will decide the fate of Tokyo. With the courage of a hero and the determination of a warrior, he confronts the malevolent creature in an epic battle between light and darkness. In a blinding flash of light, the Shadow Ghost is defeated, dispersed into the depths of the darkness from whence it came. Tokyo is freed from its evil grip, and the inhabitants can finally find peace in the streets of their beloved city. Takeshi, the unsung hero of this epic battle, is hailed as the savior of Tokyo, a man whose courage and determination have vanquished the evil that threatened to destroy the city. And although shadows may still haunt the dark alleys of Tokyo, hope now shines in the hearts of its inhabitants, ready to confront the darkness with renewed strength and determination. Story 2. In the bustling streets of Tokyo, another night is about to reveal its darkest mysteries. However, beyond the neon glow and the laughter of passers-by, something sinister lurks in the shadows, patiently waiting for its next victim. In a picturesque neighborhood of the city stands an old abandoned building, once a thriving theater that saw its glory fade into the mists of the past. Now, Its dilapidated walls and broken windows conceal a terrifying secret, that of a ghost haunting its deserted corridors. A young art student, Ayumi, passionate about Tokyo's history and drawn to the mystery surrounding the abandoned theater, decides to investigate the rumors of paranormal phenomena occurring there. Despite warnings from her friends and the troubling stories circulating in the neighborhood, she is determined to uncover the truth behind the stone walls of the old building. With her camera in hand and her courage unwavering, Ayumi enters the abandoned theater, her footsteps echoing in the silence of the night. As she explores the dark corridors and once grand halls, she feels an evil presence surrounding her, a chilling sensation that makes her hair stand on end. Suddenly, a piercing scream shatters the silence, shaking the theater's foundations. Ayumi shudders in terror, but her curiosity outweighs her fear. She continues her exploration, determined to discover the origin of the scream still echoing in her ears. As she ventures into the depths of the abandoned theater, Ayumi discovers ominous signs of supernatural presences. Objects move on their own, dancing shadows seem to follow her every step, and voices whisper grim warnings in the darkness. Suddenly, she comes face to face with the theater's ghost, a pale, ethereal figure floating before her with an aura of sadness and despair. Ayumi's eyes widen in horror as she realizes the shocking truth. The ghost is that of a famous actress, tragically deceased on stage decades ago. The ghost implores Ayumi to help her find eternal peace, imprisoned in the place for too long. Moved by compassion for the tormented spirit, Ayumi agrees to help uncover the truth about her death and find redemption. Together, Ayumi and the ghost roam the dark corridors of the theater, unraveling the threads of the past and uncovering long-buried secrets. They discover that the actress's death was no accident, but the result of a diabolical plot hatched by a jealous rival. Determined to bring justice to the actress's innocent soul, Ayumi and the ghost unearth the shocking truth about her death, confronting the culprit with their crimes and finally allowing the tormented spirit to find eternal peace. As the first light of dawn breaks through the darkness, Ayumi leaves the abandoned theater, her heart heavy but her soul at peace. She knows that even though Tokyo harbors dark secrets and supernatural phenomena, there is always light to be found, even in the darkest corners of the city.